Hi, this is Jordan with Good Sports Outdoor Outfitters. Thanks for tuning in. We get a lot of requests for stoves for the backcountry, and we carry a handful of different products from MSR, but the one we're going to go over today I wanted to really touch on is this specific special product that can use both canister fuel and liquid fuel. And the idea is that you can have fuel anywhere in the world. So if you're here in the States, you can burn real laziness here, or if you really are going to the mountains and you need something to maintain pressure, you can go with a liquid fuel bottle. This is called the WhisperLite Universal. The WhisperLite Universal is a canister stove. Its setup comes out of the bag. It's set up as a default canister stove where I can take this fuel canister, put it on here, and light my stove very simply. It's a little bit more technical when you get into the liquid fuel side of it, but it gives you the ability to find fuel no matter where you are, which is the key thing. So we're going to go over how to A, turn on the stove just as it is out of the bag, and B, how to switch over our attachment and our jet to make it a liquid fuel product. When it comes out of the bag, default, it comes like this, a standalone bag just like this. And all these pieces you see in front are things that come with the product. So you don't have to buy anything extra other than the fuel bottle and the fuel itself. So these two things are sold separately. Everything else that you see here comes with the bag. This is a fuel canister, and it's designed to keep this fits here like so. Like that. And I screw that on, and I can adjust my flame here, and I light it, and it's simple. It burns right here. You put your pot on top, and it's super easy. But I personally prefer using a liquid fuel stove because I can maintain pressure at the bottle with the pump that it comes with. Again, it comes with it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to change the default canister attachment to the pump attachment right here. It's very simple. Comes with the MSR tool that you need. In field, you can easily do all of this, which is a really great thing. You can literally take this entire thing apart. If for some reason it got clogged or didn't work, you can take the entire thing apart in field and be able to maintain it in field, which makes it a great, usable, efficient product. So without further ado, I'm going to start taking this apart and building it to do a liquid fuel. Set that aside. Take my little tool here and I loosen that. I've unscrewed the canister attachment. This exposes the O-rings in the fuel line and the fuel line itself, which actually is controlled by this rheostat on both the canister attachment and the fuel pump. So I can adjust the pressure by kind of tweaking this. The tool comes with these little holes here, and if I was in field, I can take this and I can put this through and I can pull this out and clean that fuel line. Let's say you were using diesel and it leaves back behind a lot of gunk and yuckiness. The best thing to burn through any of these stoves is white fuel, which is what I have in my canister, or my fuel bottle, excuse me. But if you had to burn kerosene or tequila or whatever, it will do all that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we've taken this off, and now I'm going to put the fuel pump attachment. This kind of slides in here. I'll show you in a sec. But I'm going to attach this to my fuel line. So again, it's just a simple screw on. And you can hand tighten these things, but we always suggest that you take this and again, everything fits in just a simple snug. It does not have to be jammed on tight. Again, you want to be able to maintain it in field, so to be able to do that. So this is basically ready to take on fuel with the one big exception. This product comes with 3 different jets that allow you to burn different types of fuel through it. There is one that says UK, which is universal kerosene. There's one that says UG, which is one we're going to change to, which is universal gas, which is everything but kerosene. And then there is canister, which is in here, which is I'm going to take apart right now. So I've got my fuel pump attachment ready to go, and now I have to change the jet in this little bitty hole right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my stove upside down. I'm going to unscrew this bottom base cup, set that aside. Take my wick and set it aside. I'm going to make it as dumb-proof as possible so I don't mess it up. Again, if I'm in field or I have a headlamp on, it's dark. It's hard to do sometimes, so just kind of see as it goes. And then this entire thing shakes pretty much out. I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to press this charger tube up, and it kicks this whole unit out. There's the whole shooting match. Now, I don't want to undo all this because in field, again, it's a little bit more crazy to do, but that's my entire fuel line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this little bitty jet right here to our UG Universal Gas product. So I'm going to get my tool again here. Use actually this middle tool, and it's a small turn. It's a small turn. It's a small turn. Good. There. Simple. Everything is designed to flow real easily. A little piece just dropped out. This is called the shaker jet. And the shaker has a little bitty like needle looking thing on the top of it. And it is important because if you're burning kerosene or dirtier fuels other than white gas, they will tend to clog. So this little shaker jet, make sure it's in the center here. And then I'm going to take that and I'm just going to hand screw that right on top. And the needle should be pointing up and the hole is pointing up and everything's ready to go. And again, I'm going to hand tighten this and I'm going to tighten it down super easy. Just enough snug, just snug. Okay? And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip it upside down again. I'm going to go right back into the stove the way it was. And it only lines up one certain way. So if it's hard or you got to force it somehow, stop. Okay, now everything's back in position again. This little notch right here lines up with my fuel line. This is nested down inside and it seems to be ready to go. So I take my wick, I'm going to put it back on. I'm going to take my little cup, I'll put it back on. And I'm going to hands tighten it down just to make sure that fuel isn't jumping around when I'm priming it to get it lit. It's so much easier to use a canister for sure, but if you're at altitude, canisters tend to lose pressure. So at 14,000 feet, this canister will take a long time to refill the line and boil water. I can maintain pressure via my pump at all altitudes. Now, I put this back on, everything's ready to go, my fuel line is ready to go, and that is how you switch your jets from your compressed gas jet to your liquid fuel jet. Ready to go, ready to light, ready to cook.